Derek, how have the last few days been after that big win at the weekend, the first under the new manager?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. It's been a more positive dynamic within the group, which is always more enjoyable to be in. But I think the group also knows that that's just a start, and we need to keep going in this way.
What's changed? What have been the key changes that Danny's made since he's come in?
It hasn't been so much time really, to implement his football tactical ideas, and we've had a lot of matches. We haven't had so much time on the pitch to train together. But I would say the biggest change would have been the mentality, just that, we're aggressive, we bring intensity each match, each duel, that we run for each other, we help each other. And yeah, at the end of the day, when you play for Rangers, the most important thing is to win. So I think that's been the biggest change.
Have you been able to draw a line almost under everything that happened under Russell and the start to the season, and just purely focus on everything going forwards?
Yeah, I think we have to. We don't have another choice. Obviously, the group is not happy. With how we've started the season. The results haven't been good enough. The performances haven't been good enough. But we know that we can't change anything in the past, and that we can only look ahead. And we're just hoping to continue to improve and get better and better.
Derek, I know you've only been here a short time on loan, but how much are you enjoying it, and how keen would you be to stay beyond the end of this season?
Yeah, it's hard to say I've been enjoying it, when the team hasn't been performing how I know we can, how the expectations are, but honestly the group is a great group around with the club and so on. I've been treated very well, and it's almost, with the fans as well, I've been treated well. So it's really motivated me to give back to them on the pitch, and it's really been bothering me that we haven't been able to do that. So yeah, in terms of staying past a loan or not, I don't know. I kind of let the football take care of itself. But honestly, I can say it's a special club. It has a great fan base. It's a great group. The only thing missing now is that we have to perform better on the pitch.
How does this club compare to your last at Marseille, with similarly passionate fans? And how does this manager compare to De Zerbi at Marseille?
Yeah, it's different, but good in different ways. Obviously, as you said, Marseille is a special club with special fan bases as well, and I can draw a lot of similarities like that being here in Rangers. Even though it's a short time that I've been here, in terms of the coaching styles, again, it's different. I think Danny has a different playing style compared to De Zerbi, but definitely also some similarities there in terms of doing it with intensity, doing it with 110%, because at the end of the day, whatever playing style or tactics you have, if you don't do it with real enthusiasm and conviction, I don't think any style will be successful. So yeah, different but also similar in the same way.
Derek, has the atmosphere changed in the dressing room?
After the win on the weekend? It has changed. It's been more positive, but I think we're also very aware that it's just a start. There's nothing to be celebrating right now. It's a game we've played at home that we're expected to win, that we from ourselves expect to win. So we know we have to just continue going in this fashion. So yeah, the group has been more positive, but I also don't think that nobody's celebrating right now.
So is that the next step then, going on this continued run if you can?
Say again?
Is the next step then therefore to be going on a consistent run?
Yeah, for sure. That's the goal. Obviously, everyone knows that till now we haven't been good enough, and the only way we can change that is by going on a run of games. But we know we can't focus on too many games at one time. Right now it's going to be Hibs coming up in 2 days, and we need to just be prepared for that.
You touched on there, Hibs in 2 days, another massive game at the weekend,
Yeah.
which could really, bring about a change in mentality and give the group the belief that perhaps it's been lacking since the start of the season.
Yeah, one game at a time. We're gonna have to show up against Hibs. We're gonna be in a tough match. I think I don't know how many games it's been since they've lost at their home. So we know that they're a tough opponent and that we need to really be focused and ready for that match. But yeah, as I said, one game at a time.
You spoke there about, not sure if you've enjoyed the experience so far just because of the results have been, but when you look around the place, when you look at the fan base, the size of it, the passion
Yeah.
of it, can you see the potential of what this place is like when it gets going and would that entice you to perhaps think about staying longer?
Yeah, of course. You know, I've been told many times by many different people, you know, that when Rangers is winning, it's the best club to play in the world. And yeah, I want to experience that. I want to see, you know, Rangers when we're winning and when the fans are behind us, when things are going well. So yeah, it definitely is a big motivation for myself to obviously get the ship going in the right direction and to experience that, because I get the feeling from around the club that that's an experience that yeah, not many footballers can say they've had in their careers.
On the flip side, though, with the way things have been, it has been a fairly toxic environment. I mean, have you been taken aback just by how quickly things have got so angry already this season?
No, to be honest, I haven't. You know, I know Rangers is a massive club, and when you play for clubs like this, you know, the expectation is to win and to win almost every match that you play. You know, and when you don't do that, I think it's normal, the reaction, the backlash that you get. Because you know, when you get the privilege of playing for a club that can be described as the best in the world when things are going well, it also comes with the responsibility and yeah, if things don't go well, you also have to deal with the consequences, you know. So no, I wouldn't say it's caught me by surprise, the reactions that we've gotten for our performance. We haven't been good enough, but we also know that it's up to us to fix it.
You speak about the intensity of Danny's play style. You haven't had long within it. But from your short time here, can that work better at Ibrox? Because it felt like earlier in the season when it was more about possession, maybe progressing slowly, that didn't quite get the crowd on side as much as maybe you were able to at the weekend?
Yeah, you know, from playing in Ibrox, I see that the fans, they want to get into the game. They're almost in it with us. And I think that can be a real advantage, you know. I think teams, when they experience a crowd like Ibrox, it can be an intimidating place to come and play. But I also get the sense that, you know, they want high intensity, upbeat football, you know, attacking football. And I think that suits the new manager well, because I think that's his idea of playing football as well. And if ultimately it's going to help us get us more wins, I'm all for it.
What do you think's still possible this season in terms of silverware, Derek?
To be honest, I don't know. All I know is that it's going to start one game at a time. And as I said, you know, it's going to take a run of games for us to start talking about silverware and getting back up there. But you know, we have important games coming up. You know, even this weekend we have a semi-final coming up that can put us into a final and a chance at silverware. So yeah, we still have a lot to play for. We're looking forward to a lot, and we know it's just going to start from Hibs and then on from there.
Last couple, Kevin, please.
Derek, I wonder what you make of Glasgow as a football city. You're probably quite tight with Alistair Johnson, right, across the other side of the city, and they've got a huge news story going on over there. I just wonder what you make of all of that.
Of what's going on with Celtic?
Yeah,
No.
and Glasgow as a football city.
I think Glasgow as a football city, you can definitely tell they love their football over here. You know, we have a lot of diehard fans for their football. In terms of what's going on in Celtic, I don't pay so much attention to that, if I'm honest. I think we have enough going on here in Rangers for me to put my focus over there. But no, yeah, I just try and stay grounded and focus on the challenges I have here.